Welcome back to this week's edition of Soccer Betting News. I'm your host, Ayanda Vezi, and with me is Desh, Parthab. As always, we bring you nothing but football. But this week, domestic football is on a break. We go internationally. Bafana Bafana, of course, they want to qualify for AFCON. They're taking on Liberia, home and away. Desh, how are you, man?
Hi, SPN viewers. Hi, Ayanda. Good, on yourself?
I'm good, man. I'm super excited about Bafana Bafana. Hopefully they will make us proud. Yeah, they're hosting Liberia. Obviously, they lost their opening game away to Morocco and they were leading in that game. So do you think we stand a chance of qualifying for the AFCON? Yeah,
I think definitely Bafana has been boosted after Zimbabwe has been disqualified due to their financial transgressions. And I think Hugo Bruce is, he's eyeing qualification. He has publicly stated that he will be under scrutiny if they don't qualify for AFCON. Yeah, he said, don't blame me if we don't qualify for the FIFA World Cup, but you can definitely blame me if we don't qualify for AFCON. So that's a manager that is putting himself on the block, his head on the chopping block, and I think that's very brave of him to do. Obviously he needs to back it up, and I guess his fate could be all or much sealed within the next week. Yeah.
So looking at the squad that we have, how do we approach this game? Looking at the players attacking, we've got Foster in the. Do you start him or?
Definitely, for me, I think it's a no-brainer. I think Lyle Foster is ripe in form. I think he's going to lead the line for Bafana, not only in this game but for the future generations as well. So, there have been other forwards that have thrown their name in the hat, but he seems to be the one that has, delivered. If you look at that goal he scored against Morocco, it was the opener. He broke past the defense, showed good strength. I think there was a defender on him, and he showed good composure as well to finish past. I think it was Yossi in the nets. So I think he's gonna play up front. I'm sure Percy Tau and Seleng will join him on the flanks, and they'll play a 3-4-3 as they did against Morocco.
Okay, going into this game, surely if Liberia are looking at the group, they're saying we can beat Bafana. We can also qualify for this tournament. Surely they, in their mind, they're thinking that if maybe we're coming to South Africa, we play a draw, and then at home we hit them.
Yeah.
How does Bruce manage to avoid doing that, to not dropping points here at home, and make sure that when we travel to Liberia, we sort it?
Look, I don't mean to be a bit rash, but honestly, if they just stop making careless errors, I think they do have a very decent chance of qualifying. Obviously, I back the team. I know the quality. I do follow the PSL. I do follow some of the players internationally, and I know that the quality is there. I think Hugo Bruce knows that. But you look at the Bafana captain. I think Ronwen Williams has been wearing the armband recently, and he's also said that the team sometimes it can be their own worst enemy. Making careless errors at the back. He said that they have been looking at footage and reviewing some of their errors, and he himself in a press conference said that they've got enough firepower up front to deliver the goods. I also think those sentiments are true, and I also back the boys. As I mentioned, you got Seleng, Percy Tau, and Lyle Foster up front. But the midfield is also very solid. And I think Ronwen Williams has hit the nail on the head there. They just need to plug those defensive errors because they are causing the national team some headaches.
Okay, so obviously a team replaced the Njabulo Blom, who couldn't travel to come and be part of the squad. Do you think maybe he'll be on the starting lineup for Bafana Bafana, or who do you think will be playing in that DM midfield position for Bafana Bafana?
I think Yusuf Mart, he'll definitely be capped in this fixture.
No, he's not in the squad.
He not in the squad?
No Kaizer Chiefs player is included in this squad. Hence, they called
Miguel Tim.
Yeah, Miguel Tim. So I think he is a solid player in that position. I think.
Excuse me, I just think he's a name that's always in the team sheet for me.
No, he's not in the squad. But then for me, I think Bruce did a good thing by calling Tim as a replacement for Njabulo Blom.
He's got years of experience with the team.
Yeah, because he's been phenomenal for Orlando Pirates this season, and people have been praising him that this is one of the good signings that Orlando Pirates have made. And one would argue that if you are Coach Hugo Bruce, why you don't start the whole Sundowns players that are in the squad? Do you agree with the people that are saying that he should play all Sundowns players and add those players
in between? Look, I disagree. I think it's up to the manager's discretion. You know, which 11 he starts. Obviously, it's who he thinks is the best for the day and against the opposition. I think he does have a look at who they're up against and maybe can tweak his lineups. I mean, for me, Miguel Tim is a solid CDM. You know, I think he can play at any PSL club at the moment, including that of Sundowns, and especially for the national team as well. So I think he does get a shout over here. You know, he did play in the MTN8 final, where obviously Pirates went on to lift the trophy, and in the semis against Sundowns, you know, he did have a very solid 90 minutes in those fixtures, and I think that he is capable of maybe screening that defense, you know, just giving them a bit more protection and supplying those attackers. Yeah.
So these two games are very important for Bafana Bafana. They must make sure that they win both games in order for them to be safe, because remember, we still have to play Morocco here at home, so that we know that when we play Morocco, at least we're 6 points clear against Libya. So they must make sure that they collect those maximum points. So going away, we know South Africa tends to struggle when they go away. Even on CAF Champions League, recently we saw Marumo Kalansi. They were saying they were not allowed to enter the country. They were playing in Libya, if I'm not mistaken. They were not allowed to enter the country. They had to like buy a new kit and find people to put their stickers on. So playing away, you know how these other countries operate. As a coach, how do you change your mindset of your players to be like switch on and focus?
I think for me, Hugo Bruce will tell his players to work on man management. You know, I think if defensively, like, you will have some of those players tracking back. I do know Percy Tau does sometimes drop, so does Saleng for Pirates. But I think defensively, if you look at a 3-4-3 formation, the midfield four will each be in charge of picking up one man, and so will the defenders. You know, when Liberia are in the Bafana box, I think one player that is worthwhile mentioning in the Liberia team is Samson. I know he's quite the danger man. He's the right back for Liberia, and against Morocco he impressed me. I think he won 100% of his duels, made 9 clearances, and attempted 10 long balls. So you wonder if maybe one of those land up in the centre forward. I think they had registered 4 shots against Morocco, and 2 of them were from their forward. So he is looking like a danger man. So just keep an eye out for him.
Okay. So give me your prediction on both games.
Both games.
Yeah. On Friday we're playing Friday, and on the 28th we're playing away.
So look, the Friday fixture is it's at Orlando Stadium. You know, it's gonna be a massive fixture. I'm sure it's gonna be sold out, and the country will come out and support
we have to
the national team. With that, I'm going with a 3-0 victory. In Liberia, I think it's gonna be a 1-1 draw.
Okay, me, I'm backing both wins in both fixtures. And on the scoreline, we're playing here at home, and I expect Bafana Bafana to be goals galore in that game, because this is the game that we have to stamp our authority on it. So yeah, this is it from me, Ayanda, Vezi, and Desh, Parthab. Until next time, we're out.
Cheers.
For more soccer betting tips and previews, get the latest copy of Soccer Betting News for only 10 Rand at your nearest Hollywood Bets branch or news agent.